Steve Mignani here for Assorted Auctioneers and the Great Texas MOPAR Hoard Auction Event with item number 118, a 1951 Chrysler Windsor Deluxe. Now, we don't see the V on the front of this, so we don't expect a Hemi, but more on that in a second. The grille on this is really nice. The chrome is nearly mint. Aside from these dents, it's pretty much as new. Front bumper is looking pretty good too. A little bit of surface chrome pitting, but again, the front fenders on this look very, very nice. The hood is solid. Okay, speaking of which, let's lift that hood and see what we find. And there it is. Yeah, the 51 model year was the first year for the 331 Hemi. And in fact, item 207 in this auction, if you want to compare what the Hemi looks like, go to item 207. But again, this is number 118. And this has the base 250 cubic inch inline six. Again, the Hemi was not available in the little Windsor Deluxe 2-door or 4-door like this one here. Again, that's a flathead 250 cube 6. One barrel carburetor, manual steering, manual brakes, no air conditioning, but it does have the optional heater. But up on the firewall, it's nice to see all of that nice original paint. The surface rust there is not structural in any way. That is absolutely bone dry. I love the OK1 electrical, the test stamp right on the firewall. Nicely preserved. This is a 6-bolt car. We can see here the 6-bolt battery with 3 caps. But under the hood, it's looking pretty good. So that front fender, is it as nice as it looks? And again, up here, this is surface rust. That's not even a corrosion issue. That's more like a suntan. We don't worry about that at all. Down here, the metal is beautiful. The magnet sticks everywhere you'd expect it to. Down here, this here is not bubbles. That's just surface abrasion. The magnet sticks on everything. It does have the 15-inch wheels with the bolts. Yes, indeed. Chrysler used bolts until, the late 50s when they finally got with the stud and nut program. The door here up front looks really nice. The magnet sticks really well. That's beautiful. The rocker panel, the stainless is looking really good. And here at the back, a little bit of bubbling right there. That's years away from coming through, but again, it's honest. There's no putty on that. That's first generation rust, no big deal. Let's look inside this 4-door coupe with full door frames, the original upholstery on the seats, and this is a 3-speed manual transmission car. The automatic power flight was extra cost, but I love the way the instrument cluster has that turned finish on the plate. The steering wheel is a little bit eroded, but again, the bones are there, and there's reproductions and restorations available on those steering wheels. And again, 3-speed manual on the column. We continue our way around the back of the car. And again, we see the quarter panels are very nice. The doors are wonderful. I don't see rust at all. Discoloration here is not rust. Looks very nice on the quarters. Down low here, that is beautiful. Rust-free Texas metal. Again, Windsor Deluxe. The logo there. Here's the gas filler. The trunk lid looks really nice. I don't have a key, so we can't take a look inside, but I would guess the floor is in fairly good condition. We have a Texas plate, 1974, JLT 569. Last registered back in 74, 44 years ago, 46 years ago. Quarters and trunk look really nice. The magnet sticks everywhere. That's beautiful. A really nice rust-free Texas metal. Again, that's a Texas suntan right there. It's not a rust issue. The wheel housing has been bonked, maybe a little bit of a parking lot rumble, but again, no Bondo, no issues there. Again, the door is nice. The trim's missing here, but it's looking pretty good right down low. Let's pop that door open and have a look again inside. And yeah, that's cool. This is a radio delete car. And we look next to the speedometer pod, those 2 horizontal chrome strips. Those block off the holes where the radio would go had the original purchaser spent the extra, 40 or 50 bucks. The pedals poking out of the floor, yep, that's the clutch and brake pedals. Speaking of brakes, this has manual 12-inch drums all the way around, perfectly adequate in stopping this car from normal speeds. And the front fender comes down low, bit of a dent, but again, original paint. No Bondo, no repairs at all. The trim is still here. And this car has been sitting here for so long, the silt and the dust are up to the hub. I mean, it's just amazing to see a car like this. Front fender has been wrinkled, a little bit of an impact, but again, that's not rust, that's just accident damage, a bit of a wrinkle there. Front bumper, once again, in really nice condition. So that's the story of this, number 118, a 1951 Chrysler Windsor Deluxe 6-cylinder 3-speed manual radio delete less is more economy model. What's it worth? Well, you decide.